Hey, what is going on, guys? It is YTgo here, and I'm bringing you this commentary because I want to put my thoughts and the research that I've put together over the last couple of days over the Call of Duty information that has been released and all of the flack and everything that's come out. So, let's jump right into it. As of about a week ago, Activision with Infinity Ward announced what the next Call of Duty going to be, and the next Call of Duty in the series is going to be Call of Duty Infinity Warfare. Now, I am playing Modern Warfare 2 in this clip. I have, I want to say it's an AR gameplay, and then I know in the end I have some sniping gameplay. I thought, hey, I'm an opper in CSGO. Let me see how I can op in Modern Warfare 2 PC. But the gameplay's not important. We're here to talk about Infinite Warfare. So, Infinite Warfare is going to be the next Call of Duty in the series. It is not a sequel to any of the games as we know of. It's not a sequel to any of the Infinity Ward games, so it's not like a game that comes in 100 years after Modern Warfare 3 or after Ghosts or anything like that. It is a new storyline and a new narrative, essentially. Now, certain facts about this Call of Duty is that the reveal trailer is actually the most disliked video that Call of Duty has ever launched. As of right now, when I'm looking at this, I want to say that I will look it up right now. I want to say that the YouTube video has like 400,000 dislikes or something crazy like that. The rate of people who like it to the rate that people don't like it is ridiculous. As of right now, May 7th, sorry, is when I'm recording this video. The video has 609,551 dislikes, 215,945 likes. It is the most unliked video, I think, in video game history, is what someone has said. But I don't know that for certain, so don't quote me on that one. Now, a lot of people don't like this because if you're not a Call of Duty fan, the last two iterations of Call of Duty, well, the last three iterations of Call of Duty have been, I don't want to say bad, but they have been pretty bad. Going back to Ghost, Call of Duty Ghost was the last Call of Duty that Infinity Ward made, was absolutely horrible. The gameplay was stale. It got boring after a while. You could really see that the Infinity Ward at that time, after they lost a bunch of their employees, and that those employees made Respawn Gaming, which I'll get back to in a little bit. You could see that the company really fell to shambles a little bit because of the quality of the work. It wasn't the Infinity Ward that we came to know and love with Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Those were all great games, and Ghost wasn't. Now, something that a lot of people don't take into consideration about Infinite Warfare is that the people that are behind, like, the narrative and, like, the design of the game are actually two brand new employees. Their names are Jacob Minkoff and Taylor Kurosaki. Taylor Kurosaki is the narrative director, so he's in charge of the campaign and everything like that. And both of these guys previously worked at Naughty Dog. I want to make sure that people know that. So they worked at a company that made very, very good narrative storylines. I think the last game that Taylor Kurosaki was a part of, if I did my research correctly, was Uncharted 2, and he was a part of the team that wrote the narrative for Uncharted 2, and the Uncharted games have probably one of the best narratives in any game in any games, really. Naughty Dog has always been a sorry for the clickety-clacketing. Naughty Dog has always been good with releasing games with great narrative, such as Last of Us, Uncharted 1, 2, 3. Like, they've always been really good with the narrative-driven games, so this might be a new experience in a Call of Duty where we have a very narrative-driven game. The narrative that we have been released right now is that we have gone into space, and now it's come down to they took a quote very seriously that says that the first trillionaire on Earth is going to be the first person to start mining in space. So they've taken that into effect, that now that there are these colonies out in asteroids and other planets, and they're farming, essentially, resources for Earth because we have drained Earth of all of its resources, and another faction is trying to take control of those resources. Now, the reason that this video is getting so much hate is because, like I was trying to say, is that the last 2 iterations of Call of Duty, with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty Black Ops 3, they have these, I don't want to call them jetpacks, but they have these exoskeletons, they have these augmentations to the soldiers' bodies that allow them to double jump, and in the new iteration of Black Ops 3, essentially jetpack. And a lot of people don't like this because a lot of people feel like it makes the game just bad. I agree with this statement. A lot of people don't know this, or you guys may not know this, that I actually was a Call of Duty competitive player up until about the beginning of the year. I was a competitive Call of Duty player from Call of Duty 4 all the way up to Black Ops 3, and I loved the game, and slowly but surely when Ghost came out, I started to hate Call of Duty more and more and more, just because it just became really bad. Ghost was really bad. It just became a really bad game. The stories weren't very grabbing, and I didn't like fall in love with these characters like I did with like Modern Warfare 2, where you fall in love with Ghost, and when he dies, you know, it's just like, oh my god, no, Ghost, you know. Or in Modern Warfare 3, when Soap dies, it's just like you get emotional with these characters, you get attached to these characters. I actually went to the Ghost launch dressed as Ghost, you know. You get attached with these characters, and after Modern Warfare 3, the games, or Black Ops 2, I'm sorry, the games really fell off with Ghost, and essentially with the next-gen consoles. So Call of Duty has a lot of bad flack on it, but something that people aren't taking into consideration with the new Infinite Warfare series is that in every interview that's been out now, and everything that they've said up till now, they're not mentioning anything about any jetpacks. Now, we don't have very much information on the game, but they have made a lot of reference that there are boots on the ground. So it is something to be excited about, because it's not too far-fetched for us to think that, okay, they're creating a game, let's say 100 years in the future, right? But they're keeping boots on the ground. They did add that the campaign is going to add a lot of aspects in the fact that we're going to be fighting on other planets, and we're going to be fighting in zero Gs, but that's all for the campaign. We don't have much multiplayer information, but from the multiplayer information that I've heard, a lot of it is said, or at least it's made to seem like we're getting boots on the ground. So it is one thing that I think people aren't really seeing or listening to or doing their research for, because I think people automatically said space, jetpacks, that's it, dislike the video. I think Infinite Warfare with the new team at Infinity Ward has a great opportunity to make a new game. Now, I am very skeptical because it's not the Infinity Ward that we fell in love with. The Infinity Ward that we fell in love with left the company and created Respawn Gaming, and they made Titanfall and are now working on Titanfall 2. Those are the guys that made Call of Duty 4. Those are the guys that made Modern Warfare 2. So it is a new Call of Duty. We don't really know what to expect. So I have my hopes high, but not really. I'm expecting a disappointing game, honestly. Over the last 3 iterations, they've been very disappointing. So I'm trying to give them the best, I'm trying to give them the upper hand, because if I expect a disappointing game and the game is great in the end, that's great, you know, that's awesome. But I can't really hope for much. I can expect a great narrative because they brought some of the guys over from Naughty Dog. I can expect a great visual looking game with the next gen consoles, and Infinity Ward bringing on Jacob Minkoff. He's a really good guy. Like, he being the design director of the game really puts me up into high hopes because of the previous work that he did. You guys should Google his name. It's Jacob Minkoff. It's not really hard to spell, but he's done a lot of really good work, so I know I'm going to get an aesthetically beautiful game, and I know that the campaign with Taylor in front of it and him being the head of the campaign is going to be great. The thing that really scares me is that Call of Duty isn't known to being the super visual game. It isn't known for being a very campaign-driven game. It's not an Uncharted. It's not a Last of Us. This is a multiplayer game. So it's one of those things that over the next couple of months, as new information gets released, I will make update videos on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. As of right now, we only know that the next information on Infinite Warfare is coming at E3, but realistically, I have my hopes really low for this game, and I'm just expecting to be surprised, but if I don't, like I said, my hopes are really low. So it's one of those things that I will be playing it when the game comes out. I will be pre-ordering it so I can get Call of Duty 4 Remastered. I will get that edition. I don't remember exactly what it calls. But I will be making a second video dedicating 100% of that video to the Call of Duty 4 Remastered. That's why I didn't mention it in this video. That video will be up in a few days. If it's already up, there'll probably be a link in the video. If not, just check the next couple of videos on my channel. Hey guys, thank you for stopping by. My name is YTgo, and remember, why not?